Hello everyone. In this session, we're going to learn about managing information and technology. That means for a business, how you can use or the uses of information and also technology. So let's start with data information. So data are unprocessed facts, and whereas information is data that have been processed or turned into some useful form. We are surrounded by a lot of data, but we don't need all of this data. But when we use this data in a processed way, at that time, and make this data useful for us, at that time we call it information. An example is given here, has been given here as you see. Suppose that you want to know how you are doing in a particular course. So far you have taken 20 questions, multiple choice tests. On the first, you got questions 8, 11 and 14 wrong. On the second, you did O's, missing items 7, 15, 16 and 19. The items that you got wrong are merely data. That means unprocessed facts. What's important is your total score. You scored 85 on the first exam and 80 on the second. These two numbers basically constitute information. So data that have been processed or turned into some useful form. Knowing the questions that you may simply supply to you with some data for calculating your scores. So what is information system? So to gather and process data into information and distribute it to people who need it, organizations develop an information system. In short, you can call it also IS. That means the combination of technologies, procedures, and people who collect and distribute the information needed to make decisions and coordinate and control company-wide activities. So what are the common or major tasks of an information manager? Information manager is basically responsible for determining the information needs of members of the organization, collecting the appropriate data, applying technology to convert data into information, and directing the flow of information to the right people. And all of the departments or different stages or different people in a different organogram, they don't need the same type of data or information. So there are differences in information needs. And in fact, the job is complicated by the fact that information needs vary according to different levels, operational units, functional areas. For instance, you can say the information needs of managers at several levels. Like top managers need information for planning, setting objectives, and making major strategic decisions. Middle managers need information that helps them allocate resources and oversee the activities under their control. Whereas first-line managers require information that helps them supervise the employees, oversee daily operations, and coordinate activities. That means in every level we need some information. Information is very important for us. But in different level, we need different types of information. So an example is given here as you see, the differences in information need, like the information need for a, two examples have been given here. One is for a casino operation and the hotel operation. The president, the VP of casino operation or hotel operation, the slot manager, the table game manager, all of them need information, but the need of the information is different. Then another important thing is enterprise system. We're going to learn about ERP. Many large and mid-sized companies rely on a highly integrated system that we call an ERP. It's also called Enterprise Resource Planning system to channel information to multiple users. An ERP system integrates the computer needs of all business activities across the enterprise into a single computer system that serves all users. It's a kind of software that can be used by every department, and this is very important. It's like, and all of these tasks, in organizations are interconnected, are correlated. So if anyone put an information over here, definitely the other parts of the business will come to know the information that has been already changed by a single person or by a single department. It's like whenever a salesperson sells something and put the information in the software, at that time what happens, the inventory department will know about this. Because when someone is selling, that means the salesman is basically here is doing one thing, is selling one product, and from inventory one product is going out. That means this is the relationship. The software basically it's designed in a way that all the departments are basically integrated in the overall software, and they can know each other's activities very easily through the softwares. Then data and databases. Organizations capture and store data in databases. Electronic collections of related data can be accessed by various people in the organization. To facilitate data analysis, information manager, system manager may move data from various databases into a data warehouse, a centralized database. That means a data warehouse is a centralized database in which data are consolidated and organized for efficient analysis. That means where we keep our data. The most important thing here is the data mining. This is important for a business. With the data in one central location, management can find out everything it needs to about a particular group of customers. It can also use the data to address some pretty interesting questions like, why do people come to our hotels? If we take an example of a hotel, how can we keep customers coming back? How can we increase the number of visits per customer? How can we increase the amount they spend on each visit? Like what incentives such as free dinners, hotel rooms, or show tickets do our customers like most? That means through data mining, you can find out the trend, you can find out the specific activity that your customers basically perform while they stay in your hotel, and you can get some important insights from that, and that may help you to plan overall a very great marketing plan for organizations. To come up with answer to these questions, they will perform a technique called data mining that we have already said, and basically it can be used for predict the future behavior of your consumers or of your customers. So types of information system. The first one is operation support system. Operation support system is generally used by managers at lower levels of the organizations, those who run day-to-day business operations and make fairly routine decisions. They may be transaction processing system, process control systems, or design and production systems. The transaction processing system, as you see here, we put input over there, we get output, and from this output, we get some important information. Then types of information system. Another one is management support system. Mid and upper level managers rely on a variety of information systems to support decision-making activities, including management information system, decision support system, executive support system, and expert system. Management information system extracts data from a database to compile reports such as sales analysis, inventory level reports, financial statements to help managers make routine decisions. Decision support system is an interactive system that collects, display, and integrate data from multiple sources to help managers to make non-routine decisions. For example, suppose that a gaming company is considering a new casino in Pennsylvania to just realize slot machine. An executive information system, that means, as we have already discussed in our previous discussion, that senior managers spend a good deal of their time for planning and making major decisions. They set performance targets, determine whether they are being met, and routinely scan the external environment for environments and threats. To accomplish these tasks, they need relevant, timely, easily understood information. Often, they can get it through an executive information system. That is what we call the executive information system, EIS, which provides ready access to strategic information that's customized to their needs and presented in a convenient format. Then artificial intelligence, another important thing that we must know for doing business in this 21st century. Artificial intelligence is the science of developing computer systems that can mimic human behavior. Okay? To some extent, that can behave like a human, you can say. Expert system means a program that mimic the judgment of experts by following sets of rules that experts would follow. Kind of artificial system. Then, more or less we all know about this, why businesses uses the internet for presenting information, for selling products, for distributing digital products, acquiring goods and services, the virtual company, and identify and discuss challenges faced by companies engaging in e-commerce. There are a lot of challenges while you are doing business or following e-commerces. The challenges are faced by different stakeholders, like the company face it in one way, the consumers face it in another way, the investors face it in another way. So there are some common things, as you see, that data security is a problem, malicious programs that has a virus or other spywares, then viruses, OMS, Trojan horses. These are some common viruses, spoofifying, piracy, firewalls, credit card theft, password theft, invasion of privacy. All of these are some very common problems, basically challenges that usually e-commerce industry faces. That's all for today. Thank you very much.